Que sera, sera. No, I won't sing, sorry. Okay, let's get into the game. Call of Cthulhu, everyone, is an eldritch Lovecraftian game based roughly off of the pen and paper RPG of the same name. No, Mir. No. You want play, not store page. There we go. Okay. So I have never played this game before. This is the first time I've booted it up. I probably should have booted it up before the stream started just to test it to make sure that it worked. But I didn't because I'm an idiot. So yeah, it'll be fine. It will. Hello? Hello? Game? Hello, game? Where is the game? There it is. I say it's gonna be fine, and then the game freezes on me. You know, because game. This, my friends, is the real horror story of this game. It looks like a game, but as soon as it... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, as soon as it goes to full screen, that's when the almighty Cthulhu jumps out of the monitor at me, and all of a sudden you see me with squid face. That's how this game goes. Okay, here we go. Let us enter madness. That's good enough. Let's do the settings. Graphics. Everything is on epic. I'm actually gonna... Okay, I'm gonna turn motion blur off. Otherwise, it's just gonna make me ill. I'm gonna try to keep everything at epic for now. Let me know if I start losing... if the stream starts jittering, if you would please, everyone. And then I'll go back to the graphic settings and I'll bump them down a bit. Let's make sure subtitles are on, crosshair on. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Are you ready? Chapter 1. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case, able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Oh, that's what you want to wake up to in the morning, is a shark head. You know. Okay, well, at least we're not locked in the cell. That's good. To move, use WASD. Okay. What? Dead shark. Would now be a good time? Would it? I think now would be a good time. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark. Cannot go that way. Okay, so far the controls are pretty normal. WASD to walk, control to crouch. E to interact with things. Perfectly fine. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. Pick up an object. Item obtained. Hurricane lamp. That's nice. Bolt cutter. Hooray. Okay, so how do I bring up my inventory? That's the million-dollar question. I'm guessing we can't swim, so that's probably out. Okay, so I automatically use the things that I have in my inventory. Okay. What? Oh no, man. No, nope, nope, nope. Let me go back into my cell. Where's my cell? I mean, you know, anytime that you start hearing weird, crazy voices in your spooky voices in your head, nope, that is not a good time to be, you know, continuing onwards. But okay, fine. It's a but thou must moment. Okay. Can't grab the... Oh my god, who killed all the sharks?
What a putrid offering.
Yeah, it kind of smells like fish. Disgusting, rotting fish. Oh, shark tongue. Ew. Or is that a whale? Is that a shark? Or a whale? I think that might be a dolphin. I think that might be a dolphin, actually. I'm not sure. I don't think it matters. It's dead. It's fine. Josh, you don't know why, but the idea of whales having tongues sounds really strange. You can't... it's alright, I can't speak, so, you know.
You have been chosen.
To run, hold down... Oh, shift. Okay. Well, that's running? Dude, that is not running. Okay, I guess it's a bit faster than not run, or than just walking. Okay, fine.
Behold.
What?
Everything has already been written.
Like, what are whales gonna lick?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh, look! It's Octodad! The dadliest catch. Okay, so we weren't in a cave after all. Right. So what exactly are whales going to lick? Krill. That is what whales are going to lick. They're going to lick krill. I think. That's what they eat, right? Alright, what do we have?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. Use with caution. Descriptive name somnifer somnus something or other. The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Okay. Alright, I've got to find out. Hold on, can I jump? Ah. A game where you can't jump. That always annoys me. When you can't jump in a game. Because it's like... It's a game. You're a person. All people can jump. Unless you're a white man. Because white men can't jump. We all know this.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
No, that's obeying orders. Definitely not courage.
The Lost Battalion.
Okay.
I used to be an avid reader.
Used to be? What happened? More books. Another book. Hold on. The Learning of Medicine Volume 1. Okay.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
It could, though.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Case closed. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Okay. Voice actor, you had your meet and greet with Richard Horvitz, the voice actor of Invader Sim, on Saturday. Ooh, how did it go? Did it go well? Was it fun? Wow, this guy, just his record keeping is very horrible.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
A bottle of whiskey. Prohibition! Oh yeah, the 20s. The roaring 20s. Ah, blessed silence. A diva. I'm... Okay, fine.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
No.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce.
Hi.
Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, here we go. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Okay, so what do we have? We have 8 available character points. And we can put them into spot hidden, eloquence, strength, investigation, psychology, occultism, or medicine. Voice actor, the meet and greet went well. You were talking about how your school's handling the pandemic and how his son can't go back to college. You found out he does a 6-week voice acting coaching session for a about 483 pounds. Nice. I mean, for 6 weeks, especially if it's is it a 1-to-1 session? Because if it's a 1-to-1 session for 6 weeks of at 480 pounds, that's not bad, especially from a professional voice actor. And you got the video of the meet and greet. Nice. Sounds like it went really well. Definitely something that you will probably remember for many, many years to come. Okay, so let's... I'm tempted to bump up his occultism and medicine. So I think we'll bump up his occultism by 1. 3 CP needed for the next level. Bump up his medicine. Voice actor, it's private coaching. That's 600. You don't know how much groups are. I mean, if you can get the private coaching, dude, I would go for it. I really would. You don't get that that option very often, especially with someone who's as well known as that, or as he is rather. Okay, so we're gonna do psychology. Spot hidden. And I think those are the 4 that we're going to concentrate on for this character. I'm not going to worry too much about investigation, strength, or eloquence. We're going to do all of these things instead. At least until we get everything up to 3. So... and that's it. We don't have any more character points, so that will work. Let's go ahead and validate it all. Do you really want to validate this character points attribution? No. Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
No.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Nope. No, we're not. Sorry.
Coming.
Got someone at the door. Don't have time on the phone. You know how it goes. Josh, some non-spoilery advice. The game is one of several endings depending on the choices. Ooh.
I hold in high esteem.
I like that idea.
I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Hey, we're a private investigator. You gotta expect a drunk.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
It's the cliche,
Do
you know.
know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case?
Whoa, that camera went a bit weird.
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My little girl. She is dead.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
You must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
Well, if she did do it, then she's completely mad. Or was completely mad.
Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
First of all, that is not how you treat a painting. Second of all, that is one freaky
What am I
painting.
supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
Aren't
Or if,
all
on the
artists
contrary,
mad
you
in their own
manage
way?
to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
Okay.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Alright then. Notebook details current objectives to open and press J. Right. Voice actor, you said to your dad that you're going to save up for the private coaching. And he said, "You're not going to get your money's worth. Just going to look up on YouTube voice acting coach and get your lessons for free." Is that what he said? I mean, I should have probably grabbed the hat and done that, but you know. Fiend UK! Welcome, my friend, to the coffee crew. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? Voice actor, you keep telling him it's a guy with over 50 plus acting credits in movies, TV, and games. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely save up for it. Definitely. Aw. I should have checked out the things that I could have checked out before I grabbed that phone. Oh well, there's probably an achievement attached to that. That's fine. Hey Louise, how are ya? Thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate it.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
What, the information is thin or the family was thin? Or both? I mean, they do look quite thin. Shipping labels. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life, there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Alright, let's check our diary. So, we need to examine the painting. Whoops. Alright, so yeah, we need to examine the painting is what we need to do. And this is all the stuff that we've got. Okay, so there's Pierce. Skills and sanity. We are stable. And these are all of our mental traumas. So right now we're suffering from nightmares. Okay, so this is similar to what I'm used to with all the Lovecraftian tabletop games that I've played in my lifetime. So nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive, and I know I mispronounced that badly. I'm sorry. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Okay, so, just a bit of transparency from me to you. In normal games, I don't usually bother reading this stuff, but this is a Lovecraftian horror game. The more information you have is usually the better, which is why I'm looking through all of these. So we've got places, Pierce Investigations Agency, my private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine, for the moment. Lose. That's the file on the Sarah Hawkins case that we've already read. And inventory, we have a lighter, my old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. 10, 17, 18. And knowledge, we've got the sleeping pills and the 2 cases. Okay. Let's take a look at this painting then.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Alright, so let's see. You shouldn't take this painting lightly. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Something's not right with this story. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Find out about Warehouse 36. Okay, we've got an unlocked answer here, which is you shouldn't take this painting lightly. So, the unlocked answers are usually due if this is like tabletop games that if this is like the tabletop game. Unlocked answers basically is they're unlocked because of something that some knowledge that you've uncovered, or some because your skill level is high enough in something. So they're usually a good thing to take a look at. So we're going to go first with you shouldn't take this painting lightly.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Okay. Let's... That ties into our investigation skill. That's about the warehouse. Let's find out about Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay. Let's go ahead and find out. Let's do something's not right with this story, because that's the investigation
Her
skill.
husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Didn't we just say that? Alright, let's read about, should we, I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Where did she live? We've talked about the mental fragility before, so let's go ahead and talk on it more in depth.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions.
Visions.
She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay. Let's find out exactly where she lived.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not think that there is an actual island off the coast of Boston called Deepwater. I believe it's completely work of fiction. Alright.
I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
Quiet down.
An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Alright.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Something is odd.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Alright, let's, ooh, we can finally touch things again. Yay. Have a drink? Don't drink. Let's not drink. Not now that we've got a case. Okay, so we need to find this book.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
That's not it. Okay.
Darkwater is
Aha.
the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. Don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts. So that's the rock painting. Interesting. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Able or willing, or both. Preferably both. Right, let's take out what we've got, what we've learned so far. So we've got the inhabitants. Stephen Webster, age 63, occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I might investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, shipowner, age 41, deceased. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a shipowner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, occupation, painter, deceased. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. Simon Hawkins, age 11, occupation schoolboy, deceased. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Feel sorry for the kid. And Island of Dark Water. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Oh, that's never good. Artist Sarah Hawkins, intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Such is the life of an artist. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images, with violent colors and wild strokes, to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. So the new clue is the painting. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is linked to the death of his daughter. See, I think, personally, that the woman is Sarah, and that the child is her son, and that shadowy creature is possibly one of the elder gods, judging by the symbol. Which elder god I don't know, because I am not up on symbolism, personally. And then we've got the island knowledge as well. Okay, let's go. Maybe we should have taken a look at the painting if it was still on the sofa. I don't remember if the dude ever picked it up. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Enter madness. Oh, the game is just starting. Okay. A game by Cyanide Studio. And of course, the fog is as thick as pea soup.
We're almost there.
I actually forgot how much you like the voice acting in the game. It is very good voice acting so far. I mean, we've only met 3 characters, but you know. Well, 4, if you count the weird Octodad that was at the very, very beginning. The Scylla. Shipwrecked. Oh, lovely. Are we gonna find any of the fish people in this place by any chance? I can't remember what they're called.
There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
An ill one.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Gosh, Innsmouthers, yes. Are they in this game?
Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
I mean, I expect them to be,
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
judging by the way that this looks.
And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. Talk to Fitzroy is our new objective, and he's going to be there in the Harbor Master's building. And we've got the pub there, and I don't know why I crouched. I just did. And a bunch of things here. Okay. Well then. Wow, this dock really has seen better days. Yeek. Garlic Bread Bill! Hello, welcome. Cool webcam overlay. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
How are you doing today, Garlic Bread Bill? Are you alright?
It's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do
Oh, crabs. Ha, cool.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Something very big.
In the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Officer Bradley. Let's ask about Warehouse 36.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Garlic Bread Bill, you're doing good. Just procrastinating at work. Ah, I hear you there, friend. Hear you
can't,
there.
Or you don't want to.
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Yes, sir.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters.
It's
You're crazy.
going just fine, thank you very much, Bill. We're, having fun tonight,
Get it. Nobody listens.
delving into the spooky world of Lovecraft horror.
Way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Right, let's leave him to his yeah. So secondary objective is to go to the bar, so we'll do that in just a moment, but first I want to go over here real quick and check out these people, see what they're doing. And Josh has leveled up to a cold brew, level 25.
You built
Thank you for being here, Josh.
scare me.
What did he
Nothing
call
for you
us
here
just now?
either.
I said
Pretense.
you were a bilge rat. And even a poxed limpet.
A bilge rat and a poxed limpet, huh? Well, wow, he needs the British insult generator. He really does. Cromer Gaming, hello! How are you, my friend? You alright? Glad to have you here.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Prohibition with harpoons stuck into the chalkboard? Okay, I love it. Right, let's go to the bar. Bill, is this game spooky? You heard it's not as scary as Outcast. It's more psychological, from what I've heard. I mean, it's Lovecraftian horror, so it's all about the psychological aspects.
Hey, be careful.
What did he do that for?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Wasn't okay. So eloquence. Ooh, no, my eloquence is not very good. Or strength. Ooh. Yeah, let's. Okay, we'll test eloquence against my better judgment. Let's see what happens.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information.
Oh my god.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Okay. Find out about Darkwater, no prohibition. Let's find out about Darkwater. Alright, why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale.
Let's butter him up a little bit first.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory.
No, steeped in
Known such wealth.
whale fat. Okay, let's find out about Sarah Hawkins.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paint.
Oh wow, he's forthcoming, isn't he?
Why? Then I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Okay. It's true that they were strange. It's not speaking ill if it's true. Enough said about Sarah Hawkins. Yeah, it's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it,
We're trying to get information off this guy.
it's really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Even more so, I think. Okay, enough. Yeah, enough said about
I've
Sarah
got what
Hawkins.
I need.
Anything else?
Let's talk about Warehouse 36.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse.
Oh, it's the Hawkins warehouse, is it?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
From a warehouse?
That's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
Okay then.
Anything else?
Right. Can I order a drink?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
Right.
Anything else?
Okay. Can't have a drink then. Fine. Alright, we'll leave.
That'll be all for now.
Let's see if we can find some information in here.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor.
$50 tab. Wow. Captain Fitzroy owes $12. Hawkins owned 50. Is that an 8? 58? Ms. Baker always free for the lady. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
I do love listening in on conversations.
The miraculous catch.
What's this?
Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
21st of May, 1847, miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. Now wait a minute, we saw the Scylla on our way in. It looked like it was a wreck. Literally. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater Port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.
He'll do it again, you know.
Interesting.
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again.
The girl?
Get us into trouble.
What girl's that?
I know.
Sorry. Ignore me. Hello, friend. Who are you?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
What?
Gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader.
So far this game isn't very spooky, but this guy is spooky.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
What is the book, man? Tell me what the book is. You're not going to. Okay, fine.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
Sure you are, dude. Sure you are.
But we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Okay, what is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw
Okay.
the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
And why should we disbelieve it?
Grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Or so they said. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave.
Farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Alright, let's, Hello, lady. Who are you? Mysterious woman. Ooh. She can certainly put them away. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glasses.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Wow, she's nice.
I told you to beat it.
Okay. I can take a hint. That's a door there. Leads to outside, I think. Or to the toilets. It's locked. Okay. So has anyone here played the original tabletop game of this game? I mean, I've played a few Lovecraftian Cthulhu-esque board games, but I've not played the tabletop game that this is based off of. At least I don't think I have. If I have, it's been a very long while. And yes, I know I could have come through that door, but I didn't want to.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Cat. I'm guessing that's the mysterious woman in the pub. The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Ooh. Okay.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Aw, a dinghy bell that's broken. That's a shame. I mean, what good is a dinghy bell if it's not if it's broken? No, there's the toilet. Aw, can't flush it. It's a thing of mine. Anytime I see a toilet in a game, I have to see if it's flushable.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Don't ask why. It's because I'm weird.
More prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Wow.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
It's a good model. We'll talk to what's-his-face over there in just a moment after we finish being nosy. A map. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Okay. Nice. Medicine progression. Ooh, nice. So we've leveled up a bit in medicine. Is there anything up here that we can look at?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Photograph of Captain Fitzroy. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Father, perhaps?
What a macabre souvenir.
That's the wooden leg. That's in the photo. Okay. This is like a museum, this place. Yeek. Can't get up there. That's very decrepit. There's nothing else that we can look at, so let's go ahead and speak with the man.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Yes, sir.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible, 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Oh, he's on the decks. Oh, there he goes.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor.
Do you?
Working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable. Talk about Darkwater, ask him about the warehouse. Let's talk about the documents, since it's unlocked.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Possibly. They usually do. I thought that fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island.
A little bit.
Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Okay, let's talk about Darkwater first before we go into the warehouse. Oh, well, we've got a lot of unlocked answers here, so let's talk about the photograph first.
I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Ah, called it.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Already looked at it. Alright, let's talk about the killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
True. What would have killed it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
Well, yeah.
Talking about mythology.
No, we're talking about
Indeed, you're right.
trenches in the bottom of the ocean. Alright, why are they putting it back into the sea?
The decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
I mean, I agree. You know, definitely agree with the guy. Alright, let's talk about Cat.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
Protection money?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay, then. Finally, the miraculous catch.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Or is it history?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Yes. I've read it. Alright. Warehouse 36.
Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Ah, okay. It's that
Understood.
one there. Right.
Know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Don't tell me, Cat. Yeah, it belonged to the Hawkins family. We'll just
Belong to the Hawkins family.
be forthcoming. Honest.
Owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Okay. Do we have anything else about Darkwater? No. Alright, let's leave.
I'll be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Yes, sir. Alright, let's consult the diary. We've got 2 CP. So I'm gonna go ahead and update the occultism a bit. Oh, whoops. Can only be improved. Oh, really? Medicine and... Okay, can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. That's interesting. Alright, so we'll up psychology then. There we go. So I was able to put some points into it at the beginning of the game, but I can't do so now. Okay, that's fine. Right, so there's Darkwater now. We got 2 more inhabitants. There's Roy Mitchell, who's the owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. He doesn't like us. Roy Mitchell knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject, on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. So in other words... yeah, don't talk to him about where he gets his alcohol from. Gotcha. And then we've got Captain James Fitzroy, the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that sails between dark water and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. He's not going to live very long, I don't think. Places, we've got the Darkwater port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there, and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. And the Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on the island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it is managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. And occult, the miraculous catch. Okay. They still celebrate the catch of the whale, and an article from the Times still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. It probably was. So we've got all these things that we saw, and we've got the new knowledge of the Learning of Medicine Volume 2. Alright, let's get inside Warehouse 36 if we can.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't
Alright, let's go around here, see if we can find anything before we go to the warehouse. In games like this, in any adventure type RPG game, role-playing game, I always like to at least have a cursory look around the place to see if there's anything that we can spot. What is this? What? Saint Brendan the Navigator. With a bunch of weird
St. Brendan.
writing on it.
Sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
A weird language, dude. A weird language. That's all that we're gonna talk about right now. Let's get away from that. Nope. Oh, hello.
Damnation. I broke it.
Nope.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, then. Might be able to get into it later on. Maybe. Alright, there's nothing that way. Let's go up the stairs. And we'll go over here, see what we can find. You're not gonna talk to me. There's nothing over here. Hello, gentlemen.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Do what?
I saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What? Alright, who is St. Brendan?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
Oh, okay.
The statue.
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Wow, they're drunk.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Find out about the island. So,
That statue represents your local saint.
continue about talking about the saint.
Local, exactly.
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us.
Protected?
Until those assholes defaced him.
Ah, I see. Okay, so...
Your house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's
not
seen better
because it doesn't
days.
float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
It's definitely seen better days.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
Didn't you just say that?
We drink.
Okay. I mean, you know, I don't blame you. Alright, so who are the guys?
Two guys behind you.
Who are they?
What are they guarding?
Who are they? How do I get rid of them?
Bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
You know, I just have one question. What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
No, you didn't say a
I've taken
thing.
enough of your time.
No.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
You could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even, and don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with the smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Stiletto knife. What's the difference? Okay, we need to try to get inside the warehouse. So let's go this way.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, I can't talk to you. Okay, that's fine. I think we can get past here now, though. Nothing there. Hello, friend.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Alright, who are you? Unlocked answer. You're not scared of their boss?
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me.
Really?
You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Oh, we already have. So what are the bootleggers doing?
Abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Let's leave.
Take my leave.
Still need to get inside that warehouse. Which I believe is that way, so let's go this way first. Ooh, nice car. Wow, this is an actual... Ooh. That's a classic. I mean, we are in the 20s, but still. Nice to see a classic car in games like this. Okay. The Spot Hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range. Alright. Aha! This lever activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Okay. Ratchet device. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk. Right.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
So don't tell me we have to get rid of the car. That would sound about right.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Wow. Okay, I'll check that out last. First, I want to just make sure that there's nothing else around here. I love how the camera automatically moves you up onto the next level. That's really, really clever.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Okay. So if we mount the handle? Okay, now we mount the ratchet device down below, I think.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Right. Okay, no, it's we gotta mount the thing, the ratchet up there. Okay. Mount the ratchet device. All right, leave. Did I do that wrong? Can I? Okay, how do I... Am I missing a piece? I think I might be missing a piece. But I'm not sure what I'm missing. Let's see. Anyone has noticed anything that I've missed? Let me know. Because I'm not finding anything here. Unless it's outside. Nope. Go talk to this dude again, maybe?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Yeah, okay, dude. I'll leave.
I shall take my leave.
We saw that. Numbnuts, someone Google Professor Horace Slughorn from the Harry Potter films and tell you he looks the same as me in my last tweet. What? What last tweet? What was my last tweet? Other than my going live tweet. What? I mean, what? I do not look like Professor Slughorn. What am I supposed to be doing here? The last tweet I linked in my Discord. What did I just hit to make that light come on? Q? W? E? R? I have no idea. No, I look like Jim Broadbent as Horace Slughorn. Oh dear. I have to admit, Numbnuts, that is the first time anyone has ever said that I look like Professor Slughorn. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Aha! A cogwheel.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Okay. Let's go up. Mount the cogwheel and turn the handle. There we go. Hold to test. Oh god, that's not going to work.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Really? Okay. Oh, it was middle mouse button that I clicked. Okay, so how the heck am I supposed to... Gosh darn it. Alright, so I broke the thing. Now what am I gonna do?
Well, well.
Uh-oh.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Don't say anything. I had no idea. Let me through. Don't say anything. Silence is sometimes the best option.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
So, your cat.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Ow. Damn, she's good.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Ow. And that was the first time we were needing the balls.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
At least they didn't kill me. You know, I mean, they totally could have killed me. / should have killed me. Right then, let's...
Well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
Alright, let's see. Is there anything else about... No, nothing else there. Fine.
We'll see you.
Yep, you'll see me later. Of course you will, dude. Alright, let's... Hello, I don't remember him being here. He's moved. Oh wait, who are you? Officer Andrews. What are the police doing here?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Not a tourist. What do you know about the Hawkins
What can you
case?
say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
Dangerous.
The only one left
Yes.
was old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave
Or
him
a
well alone.
Slughorn.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Alright, so that line of questioning's over. Can't talk with him.
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't.
Oh, that is a horrible scar. Poor guy.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Yeah, yep.
Real bad.
I'm sure there is, dude. Let's, we could go back in there. Let's chat with these guys real quick, and then go up to Fitzroy, see if
We're no longer at home on our own island.
he can help us.
It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Right, okay. That's no good. Let's go up and talk to this guy, see if maybe he can help.
Back again.
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Can you help me? Bootleggers have blocked access.
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
There's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel.
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Right.
You're back again.
Yep.
What can I do for you?
See if you got any more information. No, you don't. Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see.
Yep, will do. Right, so we need 1 to get into the shack, that shack over there. 2, get to the warehouse. Can we get in here? Can we go back? Looks like we can. Can I fix this? No, it's well and truly broken. Okay. I can't get past this car. What about you, my friend?
You don't see one like her every day, do you?
Yes, Cat is an extraordinary woman.
Damn right. There's nobody more intimidating than her on the docks. Except the captain, of course.
Of course.
But you're lucky that she left you alive. She must think that you can be of use to her. With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
Right, okay. So that's a dead end. See what we can do in here, if anything.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
You again.
Right, do you know the Hawkins
What do you know
warehouse?
about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors.
I know that.
Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the
Yep,
warehouse.
I know that.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah, can you help me get in it? Let's talk about Charles Hawkins' tab.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Okay, what about Sarah Hawkins?
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well. How about his wife, Sarah Hawkins?
Well, she was a local somebody. We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Alright, we already did that one. Ooh, here we go. Talk. You'll feel better for it. We didn't have that earlier, so let's see.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
It's true that they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that.
Normal is subjective, dude.
And we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Oh, we've seen one. Alright, fine. Enough about Sarah.
Anything else?
Can I have a beer? What about the story? Is that
The
true?
article on the miraculous
It looks like we might have some
local folklore.
other things to talk about on this.
Repeat that round here. It's more than folklore.
Yeah, we know that.
On that day.
Okay, yep.
Whale ever
Yep.
saved.
We know. No, that's it. There's nothing else in there that we
You seem
can...
to know Charles.
Well, we all knew then.
We know all that. Yeah, we've already done all that.
I've got
Okay.
what I need.
Darn.
Anything else?
Nope. We've unfortunately covered everything. Yep, nothing there.
That'll
Alright.
be all for now.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Well, let's talk to Kat again.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
And aching other things as well.
But you
Ouch.
didn't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
All I want to do is get in the warehouse, lady. Let's tell the truth. You know what they say, the truth will set you free. CM Destati, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for that raid. Sleep Horizon, welcome. How was your raid? Did it go well? Let me give you a shout out. What? Whoa, that's caps. I nearly yelled a shout out there. What were you streaming, and how did your stream go? Streaming House Flipper. Oh my god, that is such a good game. I love House Flipper. Curtis1984, hello. Glad to see you here. How are you doing? Destati, how to goes call it Cthulhu. We're in the second chapter. Excuse me. I'm trying to get into the warehouse at the moment. But welcome everyone. Allow me to introduce myself because I don't recognize any of your names, unfortunately. My name is Mirjagon. I am known as the traveling streamer. What we do in the stream is we concentrate mostly on games that are adventure, open world type games, and we explore each world and pay close attention to the lore and the history of the world, and sometimes we compare the lore of the game and the history of the game to the history and lore of our world. We do that in particular on Fridays, and it's always fun. But welcome everyone. You played Flipper to Wind Down, was playing Song of Horror. Oh my god, I've heard of that game. Is it as scary as it sounds? I've never actually seen anyone play it, but I've heard that it can be quite freaky. Destati, you love learning about lore and world building. Same. It's one of my lore and world history is one of my passions, really. Pardon me, I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat tonight. But yeah, I also love traveling. So like on Wednesdays, we do a virtual travel streams on Wednesdays where we virtually travel to a area in the world and look into its history and some of the areas in that places in the area where you can visit, as well as food that's eaten in that location and so on. Like last month, we went to Beijing and watched loads of different videos and took a look at websites and such and learned about the Great Wall of China and the Forbidden Garden, the Forbidden City, and all of the gardens around Beijing that belong to the Chinese emperors, and different entertainments that are famous around there, such as the Chinese acrobats and the opera. So loads of fun. The game itself, the game was very tense atmosphere and pretty spooky, gives you big Silent Hill vibes. Oof. Love Silent Hill. Silent Hill again is another game I've never played because it was like too spooky for me. Saying that, I'm also the person who played, I've played Layers of Fear and screamed my way through the entire thing, so.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins.
So right before you came in...
Very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
But you look normal, lady. So yeah, right before you guys came in, we were trying to get into the warehouse. That seems to be the main objective right now, is get into this warehouse. And we just met this lady named Kat, who kneed us between the legs. It was a really, really friendly first meeting, shall we say. Decided you've yet to try Layers of Fear. The first game was really, really good. The DLC of Layers of Fear was good, but not as good as the base game. Base game is just, I mean, you will seriously scream your way all the way through it. And Layers of Fear 2 is also good, but again, not as good as the original, in my opinion. But definitely play the original. If you don't play any of the others, definitely play the original. And don't play it in the dark. Whatever you do, do not play it in the dark. Trust me on this. Okay, so we need to get into the warehouse. So if you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet. I thought she was the biggest danger. You must know Darkwater well. I need help to get into the warehouse. Let's chat about these two things first, and then get her help to go into the warehouse. Let's talk about Darkwater. Destati, you tried playing Song of Horror in the dark last week. It didn't last long. I can believe it, yeah. I made the mistake of playing Layers of Fear when I was alone. And yeah. I did play it through an entire stream. But I think I screamed and jumped like every 5 seconds in the game. It was so good.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
And I am sorry about the ad, everyone. Unfortunately, Twitch has been doing things... I don't know if anyone's heard, but yeah, Twitch has been doing things for smaller communities. And basically, well, one, there's the raid thing. So if you raid with less than 5 people, the activity feed and the alerts of the streamer don't always go off. Thankfully, the alert went off for you, for your raid, Destati, which again, thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate it. Another thing that Twitch has done is they've rolled out mid-roll ads, which can be up to 3 minutes in length. So every 30 minutes, I've scheduled an ad break using an application on my computer. So it automatically does a 30-second ad break every 30 minutes. That's just to try to keep the 3-minute ad breaks at bay. I hate those 30-minute ad breaks. They're 3-minute ad breaks. They're so annoying. Destati, you were stuck in an ad. Yeah, sorry about that. No, all you missed, Destati, I believe, was that me talking about this cat woman. How, yeah. How she's... I think she's our ticket into the warehouse, so I really need to get her to get us into the warehouse, or try to figure out how to sweet talk Mitchell enough to be able to get in there.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
Hey, Rock, how's it going, my friend?
The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants
old
of
families?
The first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Okay. Can I get in the warehouse, please?
Get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
No.
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Thank you, Kat.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished.
Uh-oh.
If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it.
Okay.
You'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
We don't have a choice. All right, fine.
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Right, we got into the...
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
Questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues...
Let's get over... Let's follow her, and then I'll catch up with the chat.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you...
Distachi Twitch has been a pain with raid notifications. Definitely, yeah. I hate that they've done it. I really, really do. I've heard conflicting details about the raid notifications. Some people have received notifications on a small, a raid that's less than 5 people. Other people have been having problems with raids that are less than 10. So I honestly have no idea if it's a bug or if it's maybe a trial that they've rolled out silently and not told anyone about. I guess we'll find out eventually. Hopefully it's like a bug, and they're working on fixing it. If it's a thing that they've actually decided on, then yeah, I'm not gonna be happy about it. Ruck, guess what? What? And you're doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm just fine, thank you very much. We haven't come across anything spooky in this game yet, so I'm at least not quaking in my boots yet. Destati, it felt really sneaky of them just, yeah, it did, yeah. And I mean, usually, they, at the very least, will... when they do things like this, they warn you at least...
Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case,
Hold on.
I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Can I slap her? I know she's like, the mob boss and everything on the island, but she's so annoying. But yeah. So, like I said, hopefully it's a mistake and it's, a bug. Because usually with things like this, they at least warn us on Twitter.
This place stinks.
So yeah. I'll hold my judgment. And
Sarah Hawkins' case.
I'll hold my judgment until we hear from Twitch. Rock, you got a new headset today. Awesome. You can finally chat in multiplayer games and on voice chat without having to worry about your microphone or headphones cutting out on you. That's a good thing. Really happy for you. Alright, so we've got a reconstruction scene. This is the first time that we've come across this, so let's see what it is. Alright, so what is this?
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Good question. Rock, the old ones were they were crappy, yeah.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Ew, are those... Ew! What the hell? Hold on, I want to get a closer look at these. Ew! Okay, that's enough. Gross.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
It looks like it might be. Hello?
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Weird.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
The Little Parisian?
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Sleeping pills. Rock, the new ones are somewhat big on you, which you didn't think about, but they still work. That's good. And you don't have to worry about them being too big for you. I mean, you'll grow. You will grow into them.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
I would say probably before. So they smashed it, smashed the glass, which caused their hand to bleed, and thus the bandages. Just my guess. And I think that's it. So a cursory glance around just to make sure we're not missing anything. We'll return back and we'll exit. There we go. Ugh, I didn't see that before. Ew, it's a dead rat. Aw, poor little ratty. Ugh, gross. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's actually anything else to trigger or anything here. Right, so let's check our journal. Pierce. So we've got 2 CPs. Rock, I can't drop anything. I have nothing to drop. Let's see, 2 CP. So let's continue with Hidden Spot and Psychology. So we'll up the Hidden Spot. And up the Psychology a bit. There we go. Validate. Yes. Okay. We've got a new inhabitant, who is Cat, boss of a gang of bootleggers, which seems to use Darkwater as a hideout. Cat always keeps an eye on her territory, the zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have the impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. Even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as the point of departure for her cargoes of whiskey, and she is slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. A new occult thing, which is the St. Brendan statue. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before St. Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. And then we've got a new clue. which is all of the stuff in this warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, and press cutting. It is the discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Okay. Let's leave this place then. And Rock, drop something IRL. That light's not supposed to be off. Drop something IRL. Okay, I will drop this Q-tip. There you go. And... O Tannenbaum, O Tannenbaum, how lovely are thy branches. One hat, just for you. Rock. Oh, I'm early? It's only October? Okay, Rip, but why don't you wear it anyway? It's always too early for Christmas trees.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
No.
Detective
Hi.
Pierce, I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Psychology. Alright, let's team up. Because why not?
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene?
Hold on.
Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail?
Wait a minute.
I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Thank you, Officer Bradley.
Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Well, behind his back, but yeah.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Ooh.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay,
Double ooh.
We go to the mansion now.
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Someone's watching us.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Or what's left of it. Okay. Right. So, problem. And it's just a minor problem with this game. When we read about the warehouse, it mentioned that Officer Bradley recognized the painting before we actually talked with Officer Bradley. Just a slight little annoyance of mine there. Yeah. It's fine. It'll be fine. Alright, Chapter 3. Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Now, I love how before each chapter starts, it gives you a sum up of what happened before. I do love that. However, everyone, I am going to take a very brief 1 minute break. Well, 1.5 minute break. I will be back in just a moment. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Thank you so much for holding on. I really appreciate it. I feel much better now after that quick comfort break. Right, let's enter the madness and go into Chapter 3, The Garden of Hawkins Mansion. Thank you, Josh. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to the channel. We are playing Call of Cthulhu, and so far, we have not raised any of the Elder Gods.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Rock, 16 months sub. Thank you so much, Rock, for that resub. Let me stamp your heart.
Since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his HUD.
There we go. Thank you very much, Rock. So when someone subs, everyone, for those of you who have not seen a sub before, when someone subs to the channel, they get a cardboard heart with their name and a sticker put on it. And every month that they resub, they get a little stamp put on their heart. And when they've subbed for a full year, they get, as my thanks from me to them, they get a gift sub to any channel of their choice. And in addition to that, all gift subs go towards, well, 50% of our gift subs go towards the 50% raid that we do on the last stream of every month. That raid is when I take a look at the revenue that this channel has earned over the course of that month, and we give 50% of that in the form of subs, bits, subs and bits to the person that we raid and their community. It's always a hype time. I'm a strong believer in paying things forward and supporting others and helping others out. And that's the way that I do it. Right then, let's see. So, this place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut. Right. You're not the first to talk about the Winchester. Investigation professional. Spot hidden professional. Okay, let's do the spot hidden first. Because that's what we're going for, is the spot hidden, the occult, and psychology. So, let's talk about this one first.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
I try to be.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I've got other questions. You are not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember.
How old is the man?
Like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family.
Sad.
So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Nope, still got a couple of questions. Rock Muir's emotes are hella pogger. I like that. I like that. Thank you. Especially Owo. Feel free to put the Owo up on its own. Just saying, if you really want to. Alright, you know this place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the paint from the mansion.
Yes.
Owo Fountain!
That's all. If there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Unfortunately, it doesn't work with the hype. But if you do this...
Oh, well, what's this?
Sorry. Okay, anything I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from...
Rocket does work with the hype. I didn't hear it, but okay.
Nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Alright. Rocket doesn't make noise. What? The Owo? It does on its own. It doesn't with the hype, but it does on its own. So does this.
Hello.
And this. Sorry. I like the noises that my emotes make.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Are we going to meet Silas?
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Alright. Jeez. You want me to go that way? What's this way? I want to know what's over here. Ah! Exactly, Rock. Exactly. Yep, it doesn't look like there's actually
Someone
anything
is using
over
the
here.
Fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Possibly. I like that little shack. And oh wow, that is a gorgeous view. I mean, it's a spooky island, but it's a beautiful view. Gotta do a screenshot.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3:5. Hilltop house built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood.
1693. This house is much older than it seems.
Very. Right. Is there anything up here that we can investigate? I mean, why does the... wait, hold on. Why is he wanting me to go over here? Because that's the way up to the... What's he doing over here? Hold on. Because that's obviously the way up to the house. Oh, the graves.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
The flowers on her grave were fresh, but everything on his grave has been smashed to pieces.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
Interesting.
Does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrated one of the graves.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Such a strange final resting place.
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father had said that he's devastated.
Alright, I've seen enough.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor kid.
A deranged individual would defile this sanctuary.
Poor kid.
And steal a burnt painting. I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Oh, that cop's got a good heart. Right then, let's go. Are you ready, dude? Alright, fine. You can stay there as long as you want. I'm going up to the mansion. Oh my goodness. This house is... This is like a medieval horror type of house. I mean... Freaky. Oh my god. Jumpy? Me? No. Although that is still a good photo. There we go. Nothing here. Nothing here to look at. Let's move along.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa!
That must be Silas.
You're trying to force the door, you
Yep.
nosy prick.
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa!
Oh dear.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
Is it me or does that axe look like it has blood on it?
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Do not defile this place. Grab the axe. Work for Stephen Webster.
You haven't forgiven
that one.
yourself. You stay here to honor the memory.
Timed questions. Oh my god, or answers.
I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
Okay, that
Police
diffused
report
him.
describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Okay. Sarah Hawkins was important to you.
You
That
still
sounds
put
like a good
flowers on her
thing.
grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here,
Or the last.
take the key and do what you have to do.
Thank
Go on,
you,
then.
terrible old man.
Get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Right then, we've got the key. Dun dun dun. Oh, and there's the cop. I noticed he didn't stand there to help. Give me a moment. I want to try. I want to have a look around this entrance first, just to make sure that there's nothing on the porch here.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Nope, nothing. Okay.
What now?
Nothing. Leaving you alone.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect...
Fun and games? Dude, he had an axe. Okay. Hey, Don Sauce, how are you doing? Alright, I think things are about to get hella spookier.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Don, axes are fun. It is fun in games. Yeah, if you're an axe murderer. Yes. A max arterer? Right then. Chapter 3. Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce managed to calm him... No, Pierce managed to calm him down. Bradley had nothing to do with it, and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. Let us enter the madness.
I know the place. Who left this light on?
Don, you totally need to call your next D&D character Max Arterer. Max Arterer, yes, you should. Oh my god, rats. Yep. This is the part where scare jumps happen. Or jump scares happen.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Alright, reconstruction scene. Fuck you, numbnuts. I mean, hi, numbnuts. Welcome back. Josh, seafood. Nice. I think that this island lives off of seafood.
What kind of meat is this?
It doesn't look like seafood, though. It just looks like some weird... What is that? What kind of... I mean, it looks like a squid. Kind of. But it doesn't look like a squid. That is just weird. Numbnuts, you were never away. I asked, you provided.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Always looking after my interests, numbnuts. Thank you. So he was not a nice guy then.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Probably because it looked
Something
disgusting.
happened at this table. An argument?
I'm guessing. I mean, the fact that her and the kid are on this end of the table and he's all the way over here, that tells me that this was not a happy family. Right, it doesn't look like there's anything else to look at in here. So let's exit the reconstruction.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
So we know that they had an argument before they died.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Another dead rat? With this much food on the table, the rat should be thriving, not dead. Little soldier on there. Why do all the lamps emit green ethereal smoke? I mean, you know. Just asking. Okay, so that's where they died.
Was Charles Hawkins
Hello.
some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. No, they're the pyramids. Never mind. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just to stop along the way.
Interesting.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Ooh, another reconstruction scene. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it was just confined to this one room, which is weird.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Bottle of whiskey. I bet you he was. Hello.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
I mean, it did a bit, but it should have burnt a lot more. Everything else in this room was charred to bits, except for that painting. Which, if you ask me, is kind of freaky, you know.
The child's corpse left a trace.
Oh dear. Yeah, you know, that is a good question. If one body left a trace amongst all this soot, then so should the other two.
They had a fight. Why?
So I'm betting that smashed oil lamp, if it was lit, that probably is what caused the fire.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
If it did, then the fire started at 10 o'clock.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
So they had a fight, and I'm guessing he pushed her onto the table? And she lost a shoe in the process. I keep trying to push space to jump. It's not working. We found all the hidden clues. It doesn't look like there's anything else here, so let's exit. Why won't it let me exit? Am I missing something? Oh, hello.
Did someone escape the fire?
It looks like it, if that's a handprint. Huh. Interesting.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
Fight in which all three people were
Someone fell here.
witness or part of.
A desperate attempt to flee.
Hey, Phoenix, how are ya? Oh, jeez. Oh, hello. What's this? Another toy soldier.
And the boy.
Lady Reaper, thank you so much for the follow.
So did
Welcome, my friend, to the coffee crew.
What do you mean?
And how are you doing tonight, Phoenix and Lady Reaper? Hope you're both well. And Rock as redeemed punk rock. Ahem. numbnuts. If you don't mind. Lady Reaper, you could have sworn you were following you. Aw, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and it's fine. But definitely welcome. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm just fine, thank you very much. We're getting into the spooky stuff now of the story, so I'm a bit jumpy at the moment. Phoenix, all good. You're relaxing. And you're watching this stream? With this game? I mean... Phoenix, this game is really pretty. It is. It's also pretty freaky. I mean, in the last 10 minutes, I think I've jumped about 4 times. So... Hey, Foxy! How are you? Glad to see you here, my friend. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing, Foxy? You alright? Phoenix, you can't... Lady Reaper can't go nuts. She went there ages ago. Ooh, I'm not gonna touch that one. I'm not gonna touch that one, Phoenix. I know better. Foxy, you're doing good. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Right, so how do we talk to... what do we say to this cop here? I don't think we want to tell him that the police botched the investigation. Let's just say that the... Let's just come right out and say the fire wasn't an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Crime of passion.
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I'm guessing that other way to be sure is to explore the mansion. I mean...
Just that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
I mean, what could go wrong? And oh my god, these bookcases. Oh god. Sorry, I'm geeking out. Bookshelves. I love big, huge bookshelves. As they say, I love big books and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. And so on. And Lady Reaper, you went loco ages ago. You and me both, Lady Reaper. You and me both. So the police guy went there. Here's a door. I'm gonna... No, it's locked.
This door is locked.
No, really? Really, Pierce? I hadn't noticed. Oh, geez, another rat. Rats normally don't make me jump like that. I love rats. They're cute and cuddly. And oh my god, why did it just... What? Dark? What? Hello? Hello? History of medicine in the... Uh-oh. Hold on. XVIII, 18th century. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. Okay, but I have progressed in medicine, which is good. That's a sad sight. Broken shelving. Nothing here. Hello, what's this? Oh, well.
These bandages are covered in dried blood.
Ooh. I would say probably the same person that was living in that warehouse. Just pure speculation. More beautiful bookshelves. Oh, I'm in love. Gimme. Alright, the cop's that way. There are stairs up here, though.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Okay. Hello?
The lyrics of the Drunken Sailor. A sea shanty.
What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Darn, can't get up there. A double bookshelf. Oh, jeez. Nope. Muir, stop geeking out over all of the bookshelves.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Oh, wow. An original edition. Oh, please and thank you. I can tell I'm going to be geeking out a lot in this game. Oh my god, why'd it go dark? In this game, at least in this room, I mean, this is my dream room. Minus all the creepy bits. Look at all of these bookshelves. My version of heaven. Just gonna put, just gonna say that right there. This is definitely my version of heaven. Minus all the creepy bits. Definitely minus all the creepy bits.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well,
breathe.
We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Right, let's finish exploring this room real quick.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
A copy of the novel Moby Dick by Herman Melville, a classic, especially for a family of shipowners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Oscar, is this game so scary that it raises your hair up? And changes colors as well. How are you doing, Oscar? Glad to see you here, my friend. Ooh, nice globe. Aha!
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
True. Doesn't look like it's been dusted in ages. You're doing very well. You had a great day with marbles. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It's going really well here. Thank you. We're currently exploring my favorite room, the library.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Interesting.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island.
Okay.
It seems they got here around the 14th century.
I do love huge libraries like this. I mean, ooh, yes, please. The Human Body, a comparative analysis. A precise and very detailed treatise on the peculiarities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. And my medicine has progressed. Very nice.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Thank you for the jump scare game. Oscar, the voice actor reminds you of the voice actor in Vampire. I honestly don't know if they're the same one. You might want to check IMDb, though. It might tell you. Maybe. A crowbar found in Hawkins Manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Everything can prove useful if you
20,000
put your mind to it.
Under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Ooh, a rare edition of Jules Verne's novel. Nice. All the classics.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings.
In Pride of Place.
Sure is recognizable.
Nice. Ow. Burned my fingers. Lighter got too hot.
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century.
Oscar, it's very similar, but you're too lazy to check it out. I don't blame you. I might have to look at it later on, if I remember. Hey, Rudolph, how you doing? Glad to see you here, my friend. Since we got the light turned on now. Oh, it's night. Okay, that's a bit freaky. Flippin' heck.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Letter of complaint? Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Wow. He seems like a really nice person, doesn't he? Rudolph, you just finished your stream. Now you're going to go cook grilled cheese with oh my god, that sounds so good. Grilled cheese with mushrooms. Ooh. Yes, please. I love cheese, I love mushrooms, and I love anything grilled. So, you got me with all three words. However, it is 11 o'clock, so we are going to end the game there. Might have to go get back a little bit, but that's okay. Yes. The weird thing about this game is it doesn't have a save feature. So you can't actually save the game wherever you want it. You have to rely on the autosave, which is a bit annoying.